scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Price. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time looked well for a solid game.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Giants at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward, let's go ahead and start rebuilding, let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games.
To throw is Price. Looking to throw on second down. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
A first down carry for Barkley. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 19-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Samuels is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Ball in no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Yeah, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Price. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Price on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot.
So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. Price now, throwing on first down. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
17 yards and a giant first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this will be incomplete as well.
This play, they've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Here's Price. A final shot before break. And that will be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Yeah, well, the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second down, here's Barkley again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready, ready.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a give to Barkley. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Let's go
So
now.
2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Price. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Price. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The handoff to Barkley. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do? Possession. Now Price on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Price. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Price. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard.
Seahawks take over first and 10.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out.
Ready, break.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Barkley. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have recovered. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
make everything get completed in front.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best part of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean, partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football.